Hello everyone, I'm here with Stuart, who's joined the protest today. He's agreed to do a quick interview. Stu, how you doing by the way?
I'm very well, very well. Yeah. Cycled down here especially for it, 5 miles, so it's not...
Are you not going to the game then?
I'm not, no. It's not my game today. So,
Just come to protest and then go home?
yeah, that's the
A lot of people actually that come to the protest are doing that now, which is really, one, it's encouraging, two, it's surprising because I never thought people would actually put that effort in, but they are. No. So,
Absolutely.
My first question is, why are you here?
Yeah, it's everyone reaches that breaking point, and it's mine now. There's no direction in this club. I just don't know where we're heading. It's just a complete loss. So yeah,
Rudderless is a popular term.
Yeah, rudderless ship. Yeah,
it's being
just
used at the
bobbing
moment
in the ocean. There's no plan in place. The owners just don't really know what they're doing anymore from that perspective.
That leads on to the next question, which is, what is it specifically about the owners and Daniel Levy that you either are not happy with, or you feel that needs to change, or that hasn't been done? What are the specifics for you? Because each fan's different as to what they see and how they view it.
Yeah, it's just the operating in the market is rewarding mediocre, average players with new contracts, and players that were on the bench under Poch 5-6 years ago starting in the team. It's operating in the market.
Are we talking about the Eric Dyers and the...
Yeah, well, we don't need to know. We all know Davidson Sanchez. I mean,
just to confirm.
He's up there with Didier Zakora as one of the worst players that I've ever seen since following Spurs in the sort of mid-90s. So
yeah, Davidson Sanchez isn't great.
There's also a feeling of a disconnect with Levy. He doesn't tell us what's going on. There's no, even if he's going to make the decision that we don't agree with, there's no communication with it. There's no.
A lot of fans complain about that.
I mean, I realise I've seen some interviews with him, but he's ultimately, if you're running a massive football club, you have to be the face of it and give much more communication towards, even if we don't agree with it, just with the fans, and that's where
you can't. Do you get the feeling that because there's not enough communication, that they're almost planning something that they're too scared to tell us because they're worried that we won't react well to it? Do you get that kind of a feeling, or do you think they're just bad at communication? Because a lot of the PR they put out, the timing of a lot of their PR is very questionable at times.
Yeah, it's trying to just paper over we lose an North London derby, and that's always a deflection of the real issues. They know enough. It seems there's enough fans that are going to just turn a blind eye to it, and it's still not at that point. I mean, I have a mate who's be careful what you wish for. I mean, he's a big Tottenham fan as well, comes with me to some of the games, but he doesn't want a Glazier type to saddle the club with debt. So there's going to be that argument on the other side. I mean, I'm fully 100% Levy out.
I think the debate is, I don't think anyone wants a Glazer type ownership, but it's whether you want this ownership to continue. Are you prepared to carry on with this? And I think that's where the fans that, look, I'll speak for myself now, fans like me that do want Enoch out, Levy out, I'm prepared to take the chance, because it can go,
risk. It's got to that point.
Because it can go the other way as well. We could get a new wonderful owner who actually cares about winning trophies and will go that extra mile and communicate with us better. Yeah. Why do you think a lot of fans on social media who are Enoch out, Levy out, or a lot of fans who moan and complain about Tottenham now, because there's been a lot of noise on socials about the state of the club, why do you think they don't take action? Why do you think they don't come to the protest?
I guess they might look at it from the point of view, if they support the club as I did from the 90s, where we were when they took over. They stabilised the club, obviously, and that's the only argument I can think. I mean, actually, even personally for me, like, I've been thinking about coming to the protest. I literally walked past here with my dad last week because I went to the Brighton game. And I don't know, in my mind there was even though I'm staunch leaving it out, there was something not fully wanting me to come down. But it got to that point.
What do you think that was?
I don't know. Maybe that's just me as a person, that I'm not confrontational. Not that I expected anything that to happen. But I don't like to get into arguments and people to get personal with things, and that's maybe my
You're
kind of
at
stance
the protest now. Are there any arguments or
no. I mean,
it's a peaceful protest,
yeah,
right?
no, absolutely. Maybe that's how people. There's a feeling that that's the way it could be, or fractures. I mean, going to a few away games. I haven't been for a few years with my dad, but we used to go to the odd one. But yeah, I don't want that nature, the toxic. People will wind me up saying things behind and whatever. And
yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna.
It's hard to bite the tongue and say. Like,
Stuart, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've been protesting for a long time. We do get a lot of nonsense thrown our way, unjustly as well, I will add. So I understand where you're coming from.
If my opinion, if someone's going to get aggressive, they shouldn't be getting aggressive about it, even if that is my
It's
stance.
opinions, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Stuart,
Yeah, pleasure.
shout out to Stuart. If you also want to come and have your say on Enoch and Levy and join our peaceful protest, then come along across the road from the club shop. There it is. Across the road from the club shop. Right there. Come and join us and have your say. Come on, you Spurs. You can say come on, you Spurs if you want.
Come on, you Spurs.